No, they're getting ready to.
Okay, so they're still in the lobby. I'm trying to get a hold of Trevor here.
If anybody asked how your wife was having a breakdown.
No.
There aren't enough of these in the world.
Hey, there we go.
Is Raven staying in here or what?
No,
We're gonna compensate him in here though.
yeah, so if you would kindly make like a tree.
And get out of here.
Yeah,
See you, dude. Good luck. No, I'm not.
Really doing anything special.
It's alright, have fun.
I'm just doing laps. I'm gonna watch.
On the track. I see you.
peace.
Alright, buddy.
Alright, so let me know when you start the stream and we'll get it going. It'll record our audio, correct?
Yeah, and the stream is going. I just set it up.
Okay, can you send the link to general chat? The link to the actual stream, not the channel?
Yeah, you bet.
Alright, thanks. Alright, spectator. JK, you still there?
Yep.
Is this one guy in? Shit, come on. What's his name? JPR 9192.
Yes, that's...
He didn't add me as a friend, so I can't add him.
Oh, okay, he needs an invite from me, I guess. I'm not in there. I sent him an invite. Perfect.
Right when he hops in. Okay, there he is. You ready to kick it off?
Are we waiting for anyone else, or are we good to go?
Looks like it.
All right, looks like we are.
And you're in spectator.
I'm
right?
in spectator.
As am I? Alright, let's do it.
I'm excited. First practice session of the preseason testing. It should be fun. Should be interesting.
Oh, you know it there, Bob. Hexorcist, did we get him in? Oh gosh, come on. Can we invite from in here?
Should be able to. Invite friends. Hexorcist. Am I friends with him? Yes. Okay. Sent it. He doesn't. His Hexorcist is not his PlayStation name, so it's under something else.
Alright, but you sent one?
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so that'll make 13 drivers for our winter testing in Barcelona.
You know, there's a lot of love and a lot of hate for this track. And some people love it, some people hate it.
Hey, can you turn off your screen? I'm just hearing echo. Or whatever's sending that audio back.
I don't know what that could be. Is it still doing it?
Are you listening to the audio in your headphones or something else?
No, nothing else. Just the
Okay,
just
I
the
think
game.
it's gone now. Okay. Alright, so we have a couple guys going out. We got Bucks in the red and blue car. Alright guys, this is the first winter testing for Can-Am Racing League. We're getting ready for the 2020 season. We're here in Barcelona right now. We have, looks like 12 drivers, some competing for a seat. And we have some that were with us last season.
Very exciting. I'm excited to watch the new guys that we've had join the league over the last couple weeks.
Definitely. Yeah, this will be the first time we're seeing some of these guys, so hopefully they know how to drive.
That's right. We got a lot of action out on the first lap. A lot of people getting right to it, not waiting for anything.
And you know, we get to see everyone's livery since we're not using the F1 cars, so that'll be a nice little treat as well, if everyone got them done at least.
That's right. Stay tuned till the 26th for our winter draft, and we'll assign everyone their teams. Alright, trying to get the chat up.
Yeah. So Barcelona is actually one of the oldest circuits on the F1 calendar. The first GP was held in 1913.
1913.
Over 100 years ago.
Wow.
They repaved the track 2 years ago, but the drivers say that it's degraded a bit in that 2 years, so it feels kind of like it was before.
Right.
The most wins at this track would be Michael Schumacher with 6, and in turn that's Ferrari with 12 constructor wins here at this track.
Really? Wow, Michael Schumacher. Well, that doesn't surprise me. The man
he's
holds
a
a
great
lot
guy,
of
huh?
records. Alright, Bucks is just coming around, finishing his first hot lap. Let's see where that puts him. Takes P1 from Graham, and Bucks takes it from Graham again.
Now on my screen, I'm showing JPR in P1 right now.
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. And I believe he's one of our new drivers, so that's a good showing on his first lap.
He just joined this morning, that's right. Chatty Duck with P2, 120.2.
And what is Hexorcist's PSN?
He is not in here at the moment. Why isn't he? JMFD_72.
Ooh, I'm liking Graham's livery. Nice dark maroon and black.
Oh wow, yeah, that does look good. Let's see what his new lap time is. Doesn't change. Is he starting his hot lap now?
Chatty Duck, he's at the top. That's not a surprise. He's been running with us for about a week and a half now, and he's always at the top of the leaderboard.
Yeah, have you been running with him?
Yeah, he's a good driver.
What is going on with my audio with Graham's cars? F1 doing its usual bugs. Got a lot of those with the new game.
Oh yeah, those first couple weeks are always a good time, and that's why we're starting our season on August 2nd. Hopefully give them some time to work the bugs out.
Yeah, one that's been really annoying me lately is trying to do a few laps in time trials, and once I get past about 7 or 8, the game crashes and I have to restart it.
Oh, well, that's not good.
Really annoying when you're flying around the track on a baller of a lap too.
And of course it happens when you're in first. And
Yeah, that's right.
oh yeah, Graham definitely has that motor glitch going for him.
Is it doing it on
I'm
your
gonna leave that screen. Oh
screen?
yeah.
It's gone back to normal for me.
So we got the Big Bambino 27 on an out lap. I'm gonna stick with him for a minute. Got him in a black and yellow car.
I'm looking at Jonathan Dunk right now. He has a pop-in livery.
How did J Dunk even get in the race?
Somebody must have sent him an invite or something.
Jonathan, no prizes for you. I do like Jonathan's livery. It's pretty cool. Like a little paint splatter kind of deal.
Yeah, almost like a kind of digital camo.
Red and black and white. Man after my own heart. So Jacob, what did you think about the real F1 race this morning? Ferrari sure is looking fast.
Yeah, let's not talk about Ferrari. No, that was a pretty good race. I was really quite surprised to see a safety car come out within the first lap, but I guess that's just the art of racing when you go 3 wide into turn 3 at Austria.
Shoot, I think they might have been 6 wide into that.
That was, yeah, they were piling up in there. But a really strong performance from Lando Norris. Let's just mention him real quick.
Yeah, he's looking good in the first 2 races of the young season.
Yeah,
After
for sure.
Him up there.
Mm-hmm.
And now Racing Point, they're getting brought to the stewards. We'll see. You know, if they get called out and say they're doing something illegal, does that mean the 2019 Mercedes was illegal all year?
Well, I don't know about that, being that the car can't be a direct copy of it. There obviously are a lot of similarities, especially when you look at the shape of the nose cone. It very much resembles a Mercedes, but I don't know how the FIA is going to handle that. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what comes of it. That's a bold accusation, though.
Yeah, can we take the trophies away from those Merc drivers?
Yeah.
Let's give them to our boys at Red Bull, huh?
Yeah, hey, what is that? How does that poem go? Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm sick of Mercedes 1-2.
We are definitely not getting sponsored by Mercedes, guys. We got T Wizzle on Outlap. He joined the league about 20 minutes ago.
That is a very cool paint scheme he has too. I like that.
It's almost like Lakers colors.
Yeah,
oh yeah, he is a California guy too. That makes sense.
Oh, is he? Oh, okay, that explains it.
But he's a NorCal guy. I would have thought he was a Warriors fan.
We got Raven out on an outlap.
I believe it's Raven's wife's birthday. Happy birthday to Miss Raven.
Mrs. Raven. And yet here he is racing. It's a brave man.
Priorities, folks.
Weekends are for the boys.
So Jonathan Dunk did put up the fastest lap so far.
A 119.201. Very fast.
Praise the Rum just moved up in the P3.
We've got some strong racers here tonight. I'm seeing some very, very quick lap times.
Now, what is race pace around this track? What are the drivers going to be looking for?
I'm going to have to bring some track stats up on my other screen here.
Yeah, phone a friend. Let's get Google on the line. While you do that, I do have a few other facts about this circuit. It is, since we are a North American-based league, the circuit is 2.892 miles long.
Really?
16 turns. We have 2 DRS zones. And they actually use this track for winter testing because it's kind of in the middle of what the track asks of the car. About 70% of the track is taken at full throttle, which is about in the middle of the field there.
Wow. Bring up the results. So last year's 2019 race at Barcelona, the first through third was Hamilton, Bottas, and Verstappen. Those were our podium sitters here.
And does it say the
Last year.
fastest lap of last year?
I'm trying to find it here.
Ooh, Jonathan Dunk just ran nice and wide.
The fastest lap was set on lap 54 by none other than Lewis Hamilton, pulling a 118.492.
Alright, so these guys already in this lobby are going to be threatening that record.
That's pretty fast. That's 7/10, just over 7/10 off the leader so far.
And with these practice sessions, they're not going to be able to run max fuel or hot. Well, I guess they could run hot lap, but the qualifying times will definitely see a couple seconds knocked off here.
Oh, for sure. I'd really like to see. Well, these 2020 cars are very fast. I have set much faster lap times and time trials than my 2019 games, so I expect to see some, if not low, maybe mid 118s, pulling very close to that fast time last year.
Alright, bold prediction. So Jacob, what are your first thoughts in the game? It's been out for about a week now. You've had it for, what, a whole 2 days?
Not
What's
even.
your initial thoughts?
I only just downloaded the game about 24 hours ago. I did some time trials at a few different tracks. I set some good times that I'm quite surprised with. I was told that the cars were going to be very undrivable off the bat, but I feel, I've got to say it, 10 times more confident in the car. My throttle control
10 times.
My throttle control is on point. I'm able to throw off ABS again. once I got my new CSL Elite pedals last year,
Ooh, sponsor points.
the brake pedal was too sensitive, so I had to turn on ABS and drive that way. But in the new game, I don't have any assists on right now. I absolutely love the cars, and the sounds are amazing.
Oh, the sounds. I picked a Honda engine in my team, and
Yeah.
man, the sputter of that engine gives me some feelings, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. Very nice sounds. It sounds way more realistic, like I'm actually watching a real race.
Right. And everyone so far, their engines sound great, except Graham. He has the glitch.
Is he still glitching for you?
I don't know. I haven't even tuned in because of it.
Uh-oh, T-Wizzle just spun right in the final sector just before the
Oh,
end.
no.
And I'm pretty sure at Germany last year, Lewis Hamilton cut across the entrance to pit lane like that and received a hefty penalty at the end.
Oof.
I don't think the game is going to reward him that, or award him that here, but...
No, Buck's retired. I wonder if that's internet connections, or he's happy with his time.
Looks like Graham is starting a hot lap. He's pushing through the first chicane in the first sector.
And that's a tricky right there that he's on.
Yeah, and you know, there's one way you can take it that'll knock at least 100 or a tenth off of a second by the end of that straight, and that's so you take it wide at the entrance and the late apex and cut it really tight. You don't travel out to the left as far as you normally would, at least the way the racing line follows.
Exactly.
If you
But shoot, if you get off that line just by a couple feet, man, you're in trouble.
Exactly.
In that whole straight, you're going to be slow. You're going to be a sitting duck.
If your tires catch that rumble strip on the right-hand side, you're done for.
So it looks like Bucks had a, he called it a silly mistake. So it's not internet connections, but I believe he will be sitting out the rest of this practice session.
Oh no. Well, hopefully he set a good enough time that nobody will be able to beat. So the pole-setting qualifying time for Barcelona 2019 was set by Valtteri Bottas at a 1:15.406 at the end of Q3.
Wow.
1:15.4.
And is that? Did you say that's the lap record?
That is the pole time
Oh, okay.
for his qualifying time.
Man, that is quick. Habs for Life sure does have a bright car, and we got some neon pink, neon yellow, zebra stripes. Man.
Oh wow. It's like an optical illusion driving down the track.
Yeah, if you can't see him next to you, then you might need some glasses.
We got Dunk Jr. just coming out of the pits on an out lap. He's currently sitting
for life off the
P8.
track. Praise the Rum puts up the fastest lap, 1:18.7.
Really? Wow, very good time.
We got Bags 41 on an outlap. He's going to look to improve on his previous 1:22.1. A little bit off the pace, but it's just practice.
Yeah, we still got an 18-minute qualifying session after this, a short quali, so they'll have lots of time to put in a good 2 or 3 laps, depending on how many tires they want to wear.
Definitely. These practice sessions is a good chance for them to try out maybe a setup or two, figure out what's a little faster for them.
Exactly. At least with a practice session like this, they have some time to make tweaks to setups and make adjustments to the car. You're not under Parc Ferme rules just yet.
Absolutely. Alright, Dunk Jr. is on an official hot lap. Let's take a look. Hard braking zone here. And the drivers really need to be careful going up this hill. If they touch that curb on the left, they're going to be in trouble.
Oh yes, that's right. Mind you, I just saw Chatty Duck take it really wide, or he cut it really short and took it wide by driving over the curb on the right and then over the curb on the left on the exit.
Oh wow.
Graham playing it safe and avoiding the curbs. And this exit to the hairpin is very tricky if you're too hard on the gas. It'll really throw you into a spin.
Let's see if Dunk Jr. And he did not improve on this 123.
JPR 9192 with a new fastest lap, a 118.7.
Hot dog.
Guy is flying.
So we have about 8 minutes left in this practice session, then we'll go into a short quali, which I believe lasts about 18 minutes. That'll give everyone a chance to maybe get about 3 laps in. We got
Wow.
Raven on an out lap. I don't recognize him when he's on an Alfa Romeo.
Yeah. I just realized JPR set the fastest time on his first and so far only lap too.
Oh wow, getting it done early.
Everybody's slowly trickling into the pits here. Not sure if they're making last minute changes or not, or if they're preparing to get back out, or if they're just gonna chill out.
Let's ride her along with Raven right now. He is on a hot lap, coming into turn 1.
Where's Raven? Where's Raven? There he is. Bright blue. Oh my goodness.
Has to lift just a little bit. Good exit there. Dunk letting him through. Nice guy.
Mm-hmm. Using up all his ERS.
You know, Raven historically does not like this track too much, but on the new 2020 game, he says that the car does give him a better feeling here, and maybe he doesn't use the word hate any longer.
Yeah, maybe more towards still just maybe a strong dislike, but he's voiced a strong opinion for Spain in the past, I do know that.
And he does not improve on the 121.3. Got Jay, Dunk, and Graham both on outlaps. Graham is now on a hot lap coming into turn 1. On a pair of softs, nice and fresh. Ooh, Ooh, he flew through that right-hander.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Coming up to this tricky hill. He lets off a little, but he got up in nice.
That is a very tricky section of the track. And this corner here that he just went through, that uphill chicane, I've watched last year's lap of Charles Leclerc qualifying on it. He takes it flat in 4th gear through there.
Really?
I have no idea how he does that. I've tried 100 laps on this track.
Ooh, Graham moves to P1 with the 118.5.
Wow, these guys are starting to treat this practice session like it's a qualifying now.
4 minutes left, it's heating up. I expect Chatty Duck, he's on an out lap. He is in P6 right now, but I would guess he's going to jump up the charts here at the end of this lap.
I'm just watching Praise the Rum, who's currently sitting in P3. He's coming around the final corner to start a hot lap. I'm wondering if he might be able to take it back from Graham or no. He just put on some fresh soft tires. He's got some traffic in front of him. See if Dunk Jr. will let him out of the way. Oh,
perfect. Hopefully that didn't mess with his lap. It looks like he's going a little slow.
I'm wondering if he might have invalidated a lap because the mini-map on my screen is showing the track is red.
Oh, yep, he invalidated that. I don't know if that was because of our dunk, but there's really nothing Reese could have done there. Coming out of the pits, you know.
It's just a tricky situation.
Unfortunate, but it's not qualifying, so we're still good to go.
That's right. The only thing I will say is I wish I had an on-screen lap delta for the drivers. I could see if they're going positive or negative.
Yeah, I mean, it does show you the time, but you should have a green or red at least. That's silly.
On the 2019 game, you used to at least be able to catch a glimpse of it on the driver's steering wheel.
Right, right. Alright, JPR is on a hot lap. He's going to try and take that P1 back from Graham.
Wow. He's on a move too. Let's see how he does up the hill here. Oh,
ooh, that was...
There's a lap invalidation.
Yeah. While we were watching him, Chatty Duck did move into P2 on a set of mediums.
Really, did he? Oh, and he just got bumped down by... And Graham in P2.
Puts up a 117.6.
With Graham not far behind him on a 118.4 in P2. Just above Chatty Duck.
I think this might be an interesting qualifying session. Looks like we will have 2 additional drivers joining the qualifying session, so we should be at 14 drivers.
14, that's a good grid. Twizzler looks like he's starting a fresh hot lap now on a set of mediums. Pushing the car really hard through turns 1 and 2.
Interesting that these guys are going on mediums. Do you think they're just trying to get a feel of what the track feels like on mediums, or maybe they're just out of softs?
I'm thinking they might have. Well, let's look at the details here. Twizzler is on a fresh set of mediums, so I think he could be getting a feel for where it places him as far as fastest lap time, so he kind of gauge whether he wants to qualify on a set of them or not, and maybe go for a one-stop a one-stop pit strategy. But Raven out on he's in the pit. He was on six lap
laps
old hard.
He wants to know what it feels like to have no tires under him, I guess.
Bucks was on 5 lap old hards, but he retired. I don't know if that was a result of an accident or not. Maybe he might be able to pick which
T-Whistle about to
tire.
come across. Let's see. And he does not improve on that. Alright, so practice session is officially over. We have remaining 2.5 minutes for the stragglers still out on track.
They're either going to make it across the finish line doing a hot lap, or they'll pull into the pits. Praise the Rum looks like he's on a hot lap, trying to make some redemption for last lap.
R Dunk is also on a hot lap. He's got that McLaren orange car.
Yeah, only instead of blue, there's some
it
black,
has some black
on
there.
it.
It is, yeah. Oh, he's in cockpit mode.
Oh, and Praise the Rum invalidates a lap.
R Dunk just pulls off the track. I don't think he liked what he was seeing. And
T-Whistle
that is
not
just about
improving.
it. So a good practice session overall. We had some fast times improving throughout this session. I didn't see any incidents or big spins or anything.
No, very uneventful.
I think I saw a couple drivers flip the bird, but we won't talk about that.
I'm sure they'll sort all that out in the garage on their own.
We'll take this moment to for our sponsored beer sponsor. Delicious.
You gonna drop a sponsor name, or we gonna guess what you got?
I believe we'll be unveiling that sponsor come the start of 2020 season. We're still working out the details.
Ah, very nice.
Unfortunately for you, though, it will not be Molson.
Oh shoot! It's either got to be Canadian or Canadian or Beck's for me.
Yeah.
That's the crow coming out though. Who? Did we just have a bunch of people join?
No, those are AIs, and I don't think.
Is it just one of the glitches?
They do it just to fill out the screen. There's no AIs actually going to raid.
I was wondering who's Alan Forrest. Jonas Schiffer.
Yeah, I'm used to those names because I'd be whooping their butts in career mode, you know.
Alright, coming to the end of free practice here, we have Jonathan Dunk sitting in P1 with a 117.6, followed by Chatty Duck, Graham, T-Wizzle, JPR, Praise the Rum, Habs for Life, Bucks Joe, R Dunk, Big Bambino, Raven, and Bags in P12.
You know, 2 Canadians out of the top 3. I bet you're a little happy about that. I don't know how I feel about it, but we'll see how it comes qualifying.
Hey, us Yankees know how to represent up here.
That's what it's all about, baby.
That's what it's all about.
Boot.
Boot.
Alright, looking forward to this qualifying session. I'm going to grab one of those tasty sponsored beers real quick, and I'll be right back.
Great idea. Here we are, starting qualifying. This is going to be an 18-minute short qualifying session. waiting for the drivers to pick out their car setups, which they will then be locked to because we have parc ferme rules. So once they leave the garage, they have to use that setup. Looking like on my screen somebody's getting ready to come out of the garage. Let's see who this is. We've got Bags and Habs for Life. Habs for Life, first one to leave the pits, want to get an early start on his outlap. Make sure he doesn't have any traffic and only just good clean air in front of him. Oh, and Bags spun at turn 2. That is unfortunate. Lots of people all of a sudden going out on their hot lap. A lot of people right behind each other on their hot laps too, probably looking to get that fastest time by catching a draft off of someone.
Now, when you're qualifying, do you like to have someone in front of you so you can catch that draft, or does it kind of mess up your flow?
You know, for me, I gauge where everybody is on the track. I look at my track map before I exit the pits, but if there's somebody in front of me, I'll leave some space so that I'm not catching a draft off of them. I find it to be a respectful thing to do.
And if they do mess up in one corner, you're not in their rear end.
Yeah, yeah.
We got Bucks. Bucks is first across the hot lap line. He is going. Let's see what happens.
I believe Habs for Life was the first one to exit the pit, so he's
missed him. There he is. He did set a purple sector. This tricky right. Hard brake.
nice and easy through the final chicane. Very tricky to beat.
And here we go. Let's see what our first time is. And a 1:19.2.
That's solid. There's always room to improve.
Ooh, Bucks put in a 1:15.8.
Wow. Now there's
that guy is not messing around.
There's that hot lap I was talking about. Qualifying lap last year was a 1:15.406, so he's just off the 2019 pole time by 4/10. 6/10. No, 4. My apologies, 4/10. Very good time set by Bucks. Let's see if anybody can beat it.
Our boy Raven sitting at P6 right now, 1:18.8, not bad.
Raven 1:18.8, very nice. Got Habs currently sitting in P8 with a 1:19. Starting to see some times get shuffled in the upper field there. A lot of people beating each other's times.
Definitely, and I would expect that to keep happening until the clock reads 0. Alright, Mr. Shepard-Lay needs an invite. Where is he on this list?
I think it's time for me to go get one of my sponsored beverages.
Have at it.
Alright, it looks like a lot of people pulling back into the pits now.
Hey Jacob, can you invite Chevrolet Maid? It doesn't seem I have him on my list.
Maybe I do.
Oh, Bowtie said he sent one. Perfect.
Perfect.
So I'm going to keep an eye on JMFD here right now. He was setting some fast times during practice. No time yet in qualifying. Looks like he's about to start a hot lap.
Let's see how he does. He was doing really well in free practice.
A little bit of traffic.
Batterby
gets out of the way. Very nice. Ooh, Raven is out of the session. I wonder if that's internet, or he's just happy with P9 at this point.
Could be P9. I believe he retired in the pit.
It is the wife's birthday, so maybe he has to put in a good 10 minutes, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Dude, he's calling him.
I was gonna make a duty joke, but I thought better.
Let's keep this stream PG.
Sounds good. Alright, we got JMFD with invalidated lap. Let's see who else we got out here.
Alright, Batterby coming around the final corner, starting a hot lap.
He's got those Lakers colors going as well.
JMFD just spun at turn 2 on starting a hot lap.
Raven posted in Discord, he said, birthday dinner, duty time.
Yeah, exactly.
Nailed it.
JMFD disqualified from the session.
Oh, wow. I wonder if he was going backwards for a second.
Yeah.
Well, his car is still on track, so he must have been turned the wrong way for a second too long.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's right.
Sometimes when you spin and you can't get the traction back, you kind of just, it's a downhill spiral.
Buck's currently sitting in P1 with a 115.8. Jonathan,
Strong 115.
a strong 115, that's right. Jonathan Duncan P2 with a 116.7.
J-Dunk is on an outlap.
Let's see if he's able to improve on that.
He's rocking those stars and stripes gloves. I think everyone playing this game is wearing those gloves right now.
Except for me.
Do they have gloves with donuts on them? Maple syrup, maybe?
Maple syrup.
Syrup. Oh, yeah, sorry.
Syrup.
Sorry, eh?
No, sorry. Good old Canadian jokes.
Alright, J-Dunk, he's running into a bit of traffic. He's got Habs for life, who's in P11 right now. We'll see if he gives way. It looks like, oh, he does give way.
Running right onto the grass. Oh, and J-Dunk invalidates his lap time. He cut the corner a little too far.
Ooh.
That's unfortunate, because a little more security to Buck's pull time so far. Chatty Duck in P3 as well with the invalidated lap.
This strict corner cutting, it could be an hassle.
It sure can be. You really got to be careful.
And it almost seems this 2020 game is A little stricter. I don't know if that's just me because I keep getting the darn penalties, but it's pretty strict.
I haven't noticed it to be too, like, I wouldn't say it's more strict than in 2019 from the little experience I have with it.
Oh, and you're the guy that drives from curb to curb all track.
Yeah. I put up a track guide for Russia, and I was told by a couple of people that they'd never be able to use the corners like that.
Russia, and that's corner cutting paradise.
Yeah, because the corners give you so much freedom there.
Yeah, I mean, it makes you a lot of time, but if you're on strict corners, you're gonna get into trouble.
But turns 2 and 3 are that tight chicane where you're going all the way down to third gear, and it's kind of like a smaller version of the first chicane here.
We got T-Wizzle just started a hot lap. I'm gonna ride on board with him. He's going around the long swooping right at the top of the hill.
Batterby coming out of the pits with a new pair of soft tires. Let's see if he's able to take P1. He's usually pretty fast.
T-Wizzle did put up a purple first sector.
Did he?
Let's see how the rest of the lap goes. Coming up to the hill.
Doesn't look like he has any traffic in front of him.
Clean air all day.
Flat in 6th gear. That's very fast. Getting some tire lockup going into the hairpin.
I think he has enough ERS to finish this lap. 30%, he should be good to go. Let's see what he puts up.
It's looking very promising. He's holding a very good racing line. Impressive speed through the final chicane. Does he improve on a 1:17.7?
Does, up to P5.
Up to P5 with a 1:17.1, so he took 0.6 off. That's very good.
Bucks isn't happy. He is out for another lap.
He's
On
out
a
for
hot lap
more.
right now. He said, if you like that, watch this.
Wow. Let's see what he's able to pull off.
And we did get Chevrolet made into the lobby. So that is good. We are now up to 15 drivers.
Perfect. And he is out on a hot lap too.
And it looks like Bucks didn't make it back to the finish line in time, or... oh, he just invalidated it, looks like.
Shoot. Pushing the car to its limits.
Batterby is trying to make a run at it. In his Kobe Bryant tribute car.
Is that what that is?
No, I don't know. It's just
Mamba.
Ooh, we got around that. Yeah. Ooh, is that invalidated? Yep. Oh, he dipped that rear over the curb. Bummer. Who else we got? We got Graham on a hot lap coming around to the hairpin. Looking pretty strong so far.
T-Wizzle starting a hot lap as well. Getting the back end a little loose going into turn 3.
Ooh, and we got traffic hats for life. There wasn't much he could do, but you hate to see it, especially in qualifying.
Looks like bag spun, causing a yellow flag in sector 3. He's back up and running.
Okay, Graham is about to cross the finish line. Let's see if he improves from P7.
Does
and
not.
He stays where he's at.
Just under 2 minutes left. Looks like people will be getting out to do a final lap if they are sitting in the pits. Other than that, we should be
it's
wrapping
time
up
for
pretty
a
soon.
final lap or a bathroom break. It depends on where you're at on the leaderboard right now.
Yeah, that's right. Looks like Graham is trying for another hot lap. He's just given her.
And Jonathan Dunk invalidated another lap.
That looks like it's going to lock him into prospective
To the
P2.
wall. He must have been listening. He just rammed it straight into the wall as I said that. Chatty Duck on an out lap. We got Batterby on an out lap. T Wiz on an out lap. And the Big Bambino on an out lap trying to get up from P10.
Praise the Rum starting his final lap of the race. Or final lap of qualifying. We got our Dunk. He's halfway around the track, coming up to Sector 3. And it looks like Graham's able to pull off one more.
Ooh, Bags 41 just tore his wheel up and going into the pit. He had to let a few drivers by, tried to pit, and just drilled that wall. That's a bummer. Hopefully, that's not a flag. That is a yellow flag. I don't think we have to worry about him cleaning it up.
And that brings us to the end of qualifying. Everybody will be finishing their final hot lap. Let's see if we have any more changes to the grid. Bucks Joe with a prospective pole at 115.8. We still got a few people.
That's almost a full second above everyone else. That's pretty fast.
That's, yeah, just over 9/10 from P2 right now. John Dunk's 116.7. Very impressive race pace.
I don't believe... Yep, Chatty Duck is not going to improve. We got Batterby coming around.
Big Bambino securing P6.
Ooh, Batterby moves into
Batterby
P2.
in P2.
Wow. Go Black Mamba.
Very nice qualifying time.
And I think that's everybody that was on track. So that is how we're going to stand. We got Bucks in P1, Batterby P2, J Dunk P3, Chatty Duck P4, T Wizzle in P5, Big Bambino moved up into P6, Praise the Rum P7, JPR is in P8, Graham P9, and in P10 we have R Dunk, Dunk Jr. Good times, good racing.
That was a good qualifying session. There's some very good laps there. We are now
JPR is coming out of the garage. Where are you going?
Wait a minute. That's not allowed. What is the deal with that?
You know, his team must have just wanted to try a couple parts out for a quarter lap.
Yeah. On an out lap.
It's okay, we'll only have to live through it for 30 seconds. But pretty good times. I'm not surprised to see Bucks at the top of the list. Chatty Duck's not a surprise. T Wizzle, P5, he's a newcomer as of 20 minutes before the session. That's good for him. And then it's good to see some of these new guys out here putting up some good times, racing clean.
Yeah, let's see what the race brings. Turns 1 and 2. Hopefully everybody leaves some space and we can all make it through the first few laps and gain some cushion between each other.
Yeah, you know what they say. You can't win the race in the turn 1, but you sure as hell can lose it.
Yeah, that's right.
You can lose it and piss somebody off.
Well, for a lot of these guys, it's their first time racing together, so it'll be a good testament to show their abilities as drivers.
Definitely. And racing next to other human beings is not quite the same as racing next to AI in career mode or anything like that.
Yeah. I've always said
You have to
AI.
account for human error.
I've always said the AI can be unpredictable, but I don't know. Us people are pretty unpredictable at times.
I wonder if Raven's going to make it back from dinner. Over there in P11.
We shall see.
Alright, well, we're looking good. Alright, we're coming up to race time in Spain. Circuit of Barcelona. We got a 50% race. Clear weather. We didn't want to mess with the rain for this training session.
No, let's give everyone a fair chance at proving themselves for preseason testing.
Definitely. And for regular season, we will be at full damage, but today we are running, what do they call it? Lower damage, whatever that's
Reduced.
called. Reduced, exactly.
We will also be doing full qualifying sessions too, which should be very fun.
You know, I'm excited for that part.
Yeah, I feel it'll really force me to push my car.
Definitely. And it makes sense when you're, or at least more realistic when you're going through your tire choices and what you have relegated to each session and all that.
Yeah, that's right. And qualifying
Alright, well, we're going to start with a
session is
formation
over.
lap.
Looks like everybody getting a good start. We have JMFD and Chevrolet Made stuck at the back of the grid. They must have missed their start to the formation
look at
lap,
these new
so they'll
graphics.
be waiting.
That was
Yeah,
cool.
that was cool.
Spectator mode. Little expected tire strategies. Not that anyone listens to Jeff anyway, but
He usually gets told to shut up within the first few laps anyways.
he can be a prick, you know.
Yep.
Alright, well, hopefully everyone gives each other room in this formation lap. Looks like everyone's giving each other room at least. Warming them tires up. Man, we got some colorful cars out here today.
It is a good looking grid.
Now, the top 3 finishers in this race will be receiving some draft day bonuses in the form of extra names in the hat to draw from. So that will give them a better chance to pick what team they want to drive for next season.
That's right.
I think nobody wants to be stuck in a Ferrari at this point, so we'll be going for Racing Point.
Especially if your name is Carlos Sainz.
Oh God, he is.
He's
got to be questioned as man.
How do I cancel a contract?
And on the other side of that, you have Danny Rick, just like, oh my God, I'm a genius.
Yeah, exactly. And welcome next year too. The McLaren will be on a Mercedes engine too, so hope to see some good performance from that team.
It's going to be interesting. All right, well, we're forming up the grid here, and we are about to get going. Let's get some good racing, nice and clean. This turn 1 could be eventful.
And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 lights.
And a little delay on the stream, but here we go. Oh, we have 2 false starts.
Oh my. Looks like
Batterby already with a drive-through. That's going to be interesting.
oof.
We had Raven, and it looks like
Raven and Bags.
were the jump starters. See how everyone else is doing in turn 1.
Now I'm curious if that was a result of a technical issue or if it was just a mistake.
Yeah, they could have been antsy, but who knows. But looks pretty clean throughout the grid. No big incidents going on yet. Ooh, Chevrolet made disqualified already. I wonder how that happened.
We've got a beautiful battle for 4th place between Jonathan Batterby and Chatty Duck right now. Chatty Duck right on the back of Batterby, waiting for him to make a mistake so he can make it by him.
Ooh, he was gonna make the move there, but didn't. Thought better of it. We have Bucks moving to P2, passing Bags.
Raven and Bags both being ghosted for their
Raven was
false
ghosted.
start.
I wonder if that's the penalty, yeah.
Now we have Jonathan pulling into the pits. I'm wondering if he might have caught some wing damage.
I have Bucks in the pits as well. I don't see any damage. I wonder what this is.
I'm curious what's going
Is that
on.
rear wing damage? Wow, what's going on here? Oh, drive-throughs. Wow.
A lot of people must have got drive-through penalties.
Bucks and Jonathan Dunk with drive-throughs. Oh, wow, that's a train of about 6 cars doing drive-throughs right now.
Wow.
I wonder if that's glitches with the new game, or if everyone was just so anti they just jumped.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what their feedback will be after the race, what the result of that was.
Again, if it was a glitch, this is why we aren't starting the regular season until August 2nd, and this is more or less for fun. And it looks like Raven didn't make it back from dinner, so he is an AI. I wonder how his AI jumped. So let's see, we got R Dunk right on the back of Bags here.
And JPR really going after Chatty Duck, fighting for P1.
We got Bucks trying to make his way back through the crowd, just past T-Wizzle. Jonathan Dunk also makes the pass on T-Wizzle.
Oops.
Batterby's only 2/10 back. He's trying to make a move on the other purple card of T-Wizzle.
Jonathan's really going to be under some pressure with these two fighting behind him, but maybe they'll slow each other down by fighting like this.
Ooh, Batterby and T-Wizzle went wheel to wheel, and I think Batterby made the move stick.
Yeah.
Impressive drive in front of both of them to keep it clean.
That was a great overtake.
Dunk Jr. picks up a 3-second penalty already for corner cutting.
Very easy on this track.
JPR is only 6/10 back, trying to make a move on Chatty Duck to get to P1 here. Coming through the last chicane.
He is just waiting for DRS to be enabled. That's the advantage that he's looking for. And there it is.
Ooh, fastest lap. Alright. So DRS is enabled. This can change pretty quickly here.
Chatty Duck's really going to be under pressure now with JPR behind him having that DRS.
And Bucks takes the fastest lap back in P8 after that drive-through.
Jonathan Dunk really going to be doing his best to fight off Batterby, who is catching up to him quite quickly.
He is on him. He's going to need a good exit out of this turn right here. Ooh, they both go a little wide. DRS enabled, not going to happen this time.
No, he's really got to play it safe through these few corners here and keep it tight behind Jonathan so he can get on that DRS as soon as he can through the front straight. And he took
Bucks takes the Bucks almost got past.
Jonathan just received a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
You know, being a steward, you would think he would know better.
We'll have to talk to him about that. I'm
Quite
showing
the train of cars, 6, 7, 8, 9, just training through there. Ooh, Bucks makes the move on the ghosted car, makes it work.
I am seeing T-Wizzle as an AI. I'm wondering what's that about.
I'm actually seeing him as a solid car, so good old game glitches.
Yeah, but if you go back to Graham, who is trailing him, you'll see AI next to his name. So I'm wondering if maybe he has it on pause.
3-second penalty. Yeah, it could be.
Bucks with an overtake. Very nice inside overtake at the hairpin by Bucks.
Jonathan Dunk also makes a move stick over Raven's AI car. I have a feeling Jonathan Dunk's going to be chasing down Bucks for quite some time here. See how this pit strategy works out. Ooh, and Dunk is in the gravel.
He's in the gravel trap. That's really going to slow him down.
And now he has Batterby crawling up his tailpipe. Pit window is now open. And Batterby makes the move stick through turn 1. We know Jonathan's going to be fighting to get that one back.
Bucks catching up to Habs for Life in 4th place. They're going to be battling for 4th pretty quick here.
Let's see who gets up this hill the cleanest.
Ooh.
Little trouble for Bucks there. He'll need to reset and get ready for another move.
That really allowed JMFD to catch up to him a bit. Maybe that might give him...
JMFD is at Batterby and Dunk just crawling up his tailpipes, though.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens on this front straight.
I'm thinking JMFD might be able to start to get that drafted air from behind him, so he might be able to catch up, but he's really going to have to push and hope Bucks makes a mistake.
Dunk is in the pits, and now we're down to Batterby trying to make a move.
Is he going to take it into turn 1?
There. Ooh, that's risky. Yeah.
He's going to hold off.
There. Yeah. He would have had to really push it into that corner, and he probably would have ran wide if he did.
Yeah, it was a smart move to play it safe.
T-Wizzle takes up a 5-second speeding in the pit penalty.
Oh.
He was talking before the race about this being a new setting for him, so it's good that we're practicing it now.
The best thing you can do when you're first learning the pit assist is just take it slow pulling in. Jonathan and Dunk, and our Dunk, who is actually his little brother, battling it out, fighting for 10th place. One of them looking to get into the points range.
I believe the winner of this battle gets to give a dead leg to the other one.
Yeah, that's right.
He does have DRS, but he's not close enough to make it work for him. Oh, we got Batterby making a move. Okay, JM pitted, so Batterby is up now. Decent gaps up there. We'll go back to Bags and P8, who's about to make a move. Bags will make a move on Raven's AI car. Again, happy birthday to Mrs. Raven.
That's right. Hopefully they have a nice cake.
Looks kind of tasty.
Yeah. They're gonna have to bring some of it to the paddock after the race.
There you go. Alright, our Dunk is now behind Jonathan. Stick with this battle for a second, see if you can catch up to Big Bro.
They're still both on a fresh set of medium tires, so this is going to come down to sheer race pace at the end of the day.
We do have Bucks on 8-lap old soft, so I wonder when he's going to be coming in.
Probably
Habs
pretty
Life in second
soon.
was on 8-lap medium, so he'll be able to stay out a couple laps longer than Bucks here. He will be trying to drive that gap up when Bucks finally does pit. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah, I could see Bucks coming into the pits maybe in the next lap or two.
He has a 6-second gap right now, with the average pit time kind of costing about 21 seconds. See how it goes. Batterbeat in P3 is also on 8-lap old softs. Meanwhile, Chatty Duck and JPR right behind them are on fresh mediums. So they have already pit once.
Let's see if any of them will be able to get each other with the undercut.
Speaking of undercut, that race this morning in real F1, I was watching Max Verstappen, and he was about to get undercut by Bottas, but Red Bull made the good decision to pit him right there. And
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, Bottas did pass him at the end, but it would have happened so much earlier if he didn't try to undercut in that one.
Better be pulling into the pits on 8-lap old softs, yet Bucks Joe is still oh no, my bad, he's pulling into the pits too, putting on a fresh set of mediums.
Makes the move stick on Habs. So now Chatty Duck is up to P1 on fresh mediums. P2 is old mediums.
Batterby coming out on hard compound tires, so he's probably going to be looking to make it to the end of the race on this set of tires. Comes out in P10, so he's going to have quite a few places to make up. He's looking to make the undertake on everyone.
Praise the Rum is right behind Batterby, who just came out. Let's see if he can close this time. No incidents yet, though, so that's great to see.
Yeah, everybody's pretty well spaced out. They found their race pace. Everybody's getting sorted out on the grid. Praise the Rum is still within DRS range of Batterby.
Here he goes, yep, there goes DRS. This is a short DRS zone, so you can't do too much, but it will draw the gap in getting ready for that front stretch.
That's right. Let's see if it gives them any advantage.
Great though, so that's going to be tough. Batterby had a great line through that chicane.
Yeah, good exit
Jonathan
speed.
Dunk does overtake Big Bambino to move into P5. This is a traditionally a one-stop track, especially with 50% race. So you're going to find a soft to medium or a medium to soft strategy for the most part. Other than Batterby, Batterby loves his eclectic tire strategies, let's say.
Yeah. I'm looking at Chatty Duck, who's currently sitting in P1. He's on 3-lap old mediums. I'm thinking he may or may not do a 2-stop and throw on a set of hards or softs at the end, but We'll see.
He's gonna need to build the gap up. He's gonna need a 20-second gap to make that strategy work, I would think.
Because Habs is in P2 on 11 lap old
He's gonna have to
medium,
pit
so he's
soon.
gonna have to pit before Chatty Duck, and Batterby, who was in P3 behind Habs, had already gone into the pits, and he's currently 21.3 seconds behind him, so Chatty Duck might have enough time to do a pit stop and come out on P1.
Chatty Duck is looking strong, though. We got JPR within him and Bucks right behind. This is a good little train right here. JPR, Bucks, and Jonathan Dunk. They're going to be training through here.
Yeah.
Oh, Dunk's actually 9 seconds, so we got these... So we got Bucks, JPR, and Habs for Life going at it right now. I'm wondering if Habs for Life is going to pull into the pits this lap. Ooh, he's spinning. Oh, no.
no.
Oh, no. He's into the wall.
And he's retired.
Retirement. Oh, that's unfortunate. He was running good.
I was just looking at
And
his...
now Bucks is making the move on JPR on the front straight, makes it stick.
Late
into
on the
P2.
brakes.
Man, Habs for Life was looking good. And we got a virtual safety car out.
Oh boy.
Let's see what the gaps look like. We got Big Bambino within a second, and we got Raven's AI within a second. We'll see how this virtual safety car tightens things up if it does.
And hopefully everybody will be really careful with their deltas too, and not catch a
Ooh, what is
time
Jonathan
penalty.
Dunk doing?
He just late braked there or something.
I don't know if that's a glitch, but he was mowing the lawn over there.
Yeah. Hey, right now, if you go on Google Earth and you go to Austria, the Hockenheimer, have you seen that?
Not, the Red Bull Ring.
The Red Bull Ring.
Lawn Services.
Lawn services. We got
Yeah.
Charles Leclerc Memorial.
Yeah. Rest in peace to
Alex.
Freaking no, Kimmy's tire.
Kimmy's tire. Yeah, that's right. Oh man, when I saw that, that made my day. People have a good sense of humor.
Technology, man. Alright, so are we back to racing speed? It looks so. Jonathan Dunk was in with 4/10 now. He's going to try and make a move on Big Bambino down here.
I'm just watching Graham down in P12, who is fighting to keep it within 1 second of JMFD in front of him, currently at 1.2 seconds. I think he was trying his best to stay within DRS for that front straight.
I'm going to stick with this battle going on. Oh, Big Bambino runs wide, and Jonathan Dunk is going to capitalize on that mistake.
Ooh, very
stick. It looks like it. All right. So Jonathan Dunk is up to P4. Big Bambino drops about 3/10 behind him now.
Better be slowly making his way up the rank. He's currently down 5 positions at P7, so hopefully he'll be able to make those back up over the coming laps with his set of hard tires.
Batterby is coming in. Nope, we got Big Bambino coming into the pit right now. The only people who haven't pit so far is Bags 41 and Raven.
They're just pulling in now.
And they are pitting right now. All right.
Mind you,
So
they're
Big
just
Bambino,
ghosted
that'll
AI.
put him on 2 stops for Big Bambino so far. I don't know if that was from wing damage or strategy.
Raven and Bags AI is doing a double stack.
So let's see, we got our dunk within a second of Batterby now. That should be a nice little battle. Ooh, he doesn't get the DRS on this straight. Now, from experience, our dunk has chased me down on a track a number of times, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gained some time here on Batterby, especially coming in his front straight if he could get DRS.
Yeah, let's see what he can do. Does well through the chicane, gets a little oversteer.
And he's not within DRS range.
Too far.
He's going to have a little work ahead of him. This is the closest gap right now, though, other than Graham behind JM.
I'd say a Big Bambino,
behind him.
yeah, 7th through 10th. They can tighten things up a bit. Oh my, Graham running wide off the track there.
Graham must have been texting and driving.
Looks like he has wing damage from that too. Lost his left end plate.
And now he's on a... Oh, maybe a little glitching going on. Graham was having some problem with his internet last week as he was driving on top of other vehicles.
Yeah, that's right.
Race.
I remember that.
So hopefully we could get that under control. He's glitching back and forth at AI. We'll see how that goes. So we do have 2 retirements so far out of the 15 drivers who started. We have 13 still running. Chatty Duck is in P1 with Bucks and JPR following him. P4 is about 4 seconds back in Jonathan Dunk.
Buck sitting in P2 on 6-lap old mediums, and Chatty Duck in front of him in P1 with 9-lap old mediums, so 3 laps older, and they're only 3.8 seconds apart. I'm wondering if Bucks might be able to either catch up to him or get him on an overtake with or an overcut with another pit stop.
Yeah, I would say Bucks at this point has the advantage there, unless Chatty Duck can pull a miracle and just run those tires to the cords.
Yeah, because Chatty Duck's really going to be wanting to maintain his tire life for the rest of the race to fend off Bucks with 3-lap newer mediums, so that will give him a little bit of an advantage.
Praise the Rum pulls a 3-second penalty for corner cutting. And we got JMFD on 24-lap old mediums right now.
Wow, he must be looking to come in real quick.
Yeah, I don't know what Pirelli says is the limit for these mediums, but it's got to be pushing it.
Those are pretty old.
Batterby, we talked about his hard tire selection. He is on 7-lap old hards right now, and he's looking pretty good. I don't have any doubt that those hards will make it to the end, so with the 4 in front of him on mediums, and they're getting old, he might be able to hop up there.
Yeah, all he needs to do is hold a steady pace at this point and just hope everybody else makes mistakes trying to keep away from him. Either that or their tires will get old.
He is hunting down Jonathan Dunk right now in 4th place within half a second. And Jonathan Dunk takes a 3-second penalty. Oh, man.
Wow, oh no. We've got a nice little fight for P8 right now between Big Bambino, JMFD, and Graham.
Oh, and Big Bambino takes the overtake. Graham is right behind. And JMFD in the middle of this sandwich right now is the one that's on the 26-lap old medium, so I couldn't imagine his feeling too good.
No, he's really going to be losing some traction at this point. I'd expect him to maybe wait until another lap or 2.
And go to softs?
What is he on? Hards? Oh, I thought he was...
mediums.
Graham? Or JMFD.
Oh
JMF.
no, JMFD.
He's
and
on.
he's still going. Oh my gosh.
Well, I guess if he can make it work, go for it, but he's definitely going to be struggling more through the corners.
And Grahams are gonna, yeah.
With the overtake.
Yeah, pretty easy at that point.
Oh, getting some lagging on my screen from Graham.
Yeah, we might need to call Graham's internet company. He's in Canada there with you. So
Yeah,
maybe you guys can work it out.
he hasn't grown enough maple trees in his yard. It strengthens the signal.
Not only does JMFD have 28 lap old mediums, he has the engine glitch sound going, so I'm going to leave that battle.
See, it was doing that for me at the start of the race, but it's going back to normal now.
Batterby is within... Okay, so that was a pit stop for Jonathan Dunk. So Batterby is up to P3. Dunk is going into the pits. R Dunk is in the pits. Praise the Rum is in the pits right behind him. Okay, so Batterby, I mean, his tire strategy choice instantly gets him 3 spots right there if he can make those last.
He's right back to where he was before he went into the pits. And Bucks, within 1 second of Chatty Duck, now gets DRS on the back straight coming up to the hairpin. Will he be able to make it in the next few turns, or will he wait until the front stretch? It's looking close coming into the final chicane. Oh,
And he
and
dips into
Chatty
the
Duck
pits.
goes into the pits.
Okay, so that's... Now, is Bucks going to try and make it the rest of this race another 12 laps on these mediums?
You know, you got 22 seconds on you behind. You got 22 seconds behind you. I think I'd probably tough it out.
I think you have to at that point. I mean, you're talking about glory in the women, all the cold beer you could ever imagine, so...
All that good champagne, after
Go
parties.
big or go home. Run those mediums to the cords. But at the same... Wow, Chatty Duck got out of the pits in front of Batterby. So that is good for him, because Batterby's on 10-lap old hards now, and now Chatty Duck's out.
On fresh
with 2 second
mediums.
gap on fresh mediums, so that's... I mean, that's a nail in the coffin, I would think, without a mistake.
Yeah, he's definitely got Batterby in the bag, but will he be able to have the pace to catch back up to Bucks? And will Bucks' tires get old enough where he starts to lose traction and time?
12 laps, it's
Because
gonna be interesting to watch.
I know I've gone close to 20 laps on medium tires, and it gets a little slippery right around when you'd want to change out of soft tires, but it's manageable.
No real close gaps going on right now.
No.
Closest gap being Big Bambino and P6. He's running on 5-lap-old hards, trying to chase down JPR with fresh mediums. So that's going to be a tough chase right there for him.
And Chatty Duck makes it past Bucks.
Oh,
Bucks must have pit.
how did that happen? Did Bucks...
I thought they were only like 3-point-something seconds behind each other, right?
Yeah, sorry, I missed that one, but
And
yeah,
they're
Chatty Duck is up to P1.
But they're both on fresh mediums.
This will be a nice little race to the end here, folks. If Batterby could get back in this fight, if the top two start fighting each other enough, Batterby might have a chance to get into that fight.
I definitely
Now,
think...
P4, Jonathan Dunk, on fresh mediums, he might have a chance to catch up to Batterby as well.
I definitely think Batterby will be a strong contender for at least P2 in this race. He's really pushing the car. Bucks with DRS on Chatty Duck coming up to turn 1. See if he can make a move. It's getting close. Goes left.
Dealing with a little traffic, but they are ghosted, so that's fine.
And he gets
And
the
he's got
overtake.
inside. Yeah. Wow.
Is Chatty Duck going to get him on a switchback?
He's got slipstream. Ooh, doesn't take as good of a line through there as Bucks did. Ooh, locks up front left a little bit. It's gonna be a good chase to follow here. Big Bambino is in within a second, down in P6, trying to get up to P5. So JPR, oh no, JMFD did finally pit. He didn't try and do 30 laps on the mediums. He did pit, he put on another set of mediums. And he'll be working out of P10 right now. Still in the points.
Big Bambino slowly creeping up to JPR. Oh, with a 3-second penalty for corner cutting.
Oof.
That's a large oof.
Very large oof. Oh, he has DRS coming down the front straight, but he's not close enough to make that one work.
That overtake ERS mode is very good at defending.
Ooh, JPR gets a little bit of spin, but so does Big Bambino. Bucks takes the fastest lap with a 1:18.1.
And a very healthy lead.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Oh, Batterby is into the pits, so he's changing out those 14-lap-old hards for a fresh pair of softs. And I think he might get out. Ooh, no, he doesn't. Jonathan Dunk moves into P3, but Batterby will get out before JPR in 4th position.
Yeah, but Batterby's got a fresh set of softs on, so he's really going to be pushing these last few laps.
He's going to be on the hunt. He's going to be on the hunt. He did say in the Discord today that he has not finished off of the podium in the 2020 game yet. So is this destiny, or is this a eye awakening?
Well, he's
eye opening.
Well, he's definitely got the pressure on right now.
With JPR only a second and a half behind him, so.
Yeah, but he's still got 5-lap-old mediums on, which are still pretty fresh. He'll have some traction, but I think Batterby's going to be able to walk away from him just fine.
Do it for Kobe, Batterby.
Yeah, do it for Kobe. R Dunk down in P11 on a fresh set of hard tires.
Well, that's an interesting choice with only 7 laps to go, and he moves to the hards. Is that a tire allocation problem, or just an interesting decision?
I know I've definitely put on hard tires instead of softs, going from a medium when it was a result of not finicking around with the pit menu within my MFD.
And with the new game, things are kind of shifted around a little bit. So it
Yeah.
could have been a mistake. I mean, I know in races that I've accidentally gone to intermediate when it's sunny and 90 degrees out. So
I was just
Shit
gonna.
happens.
I was just gonna say, if you're my teammate, you manage to do that from time to time.
Raven's AI down in 11th is trying to make something work. I think Ardunk can hold him off. Big Bambino's still within a second, though.
JPR still managing to close the gap to Batterby a little bit.
Down to 4 seconds. 4.3.
And Big Bambino right behind him, but Batterby definitely gaining on Jonathan.
Bambino gets the DRS. He pulls it in within 7/10 going into turn 1. He's got to get a good exit here. Both cars get through that right-hander nice.
Mm-hmm.
Bambino gets the DRS. He is working on 11 lap old hards, trying to chase down fresher mediums, but he's making it work somehow.
He's managing to hold his line perfectly. He's doing well.
I believe he'll get DRS on the front stretch. Let's see what happens. Ooh, and JPR spins it. Oh,
no. That's gonna cause a yellow flag.
Oh, he was running so well.
He's gonna keep going, it looks.
So Bambino does move into P5 with that spin. He's going to have to make up a 5-second gap to Batterby in P4. Batterby's still working on a 20... Well, Batterby only has a 3-second gap to Jonathan Dunk.
And JPR losing another position to Graham, who now moved up to P6.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with this JPR Graham battle, see if he can make this time back up.
Mm-hmm. Because he does have much fresher tires than Graham, too. 8
Yeah,
lap
Graham
meet.
working on 20 lap old hards. This thing's got to be getting a little slippery.
He's going to be doing his best for the next 4 laps. Batterby now moving it up to 2.7 seconds behind Jonathan Dunk. I think he's going to be doing his best to try and secure P3 and get that podium.
He wants it. Big Bambino retires from the session with the DNF.
Oof. JPR with an
JPR
overtake.
moves. Oh, does he make a stick? He does. Let's see if Graham comes back on him. Ooh. Oh, Graham runs wide on that. So it looks like JPR moves in 5th pretty easily, and he should be able to hold it. I'm going to check out what Battery's doing, see if he can't make up this 2.5 seconds. He is on fresher softs, and Dunk is on 8 lap old medium, so in theory he should be able to make this time up.
Buck's doing really well keeping Chatty Duck behind him, managing to pull away to 8.8 seconds, moving it up towards 9 with only 3 laps to go on 1 lap fresher mediums. I think Bucks is Probably just going to be holding a steady pace right now, trying to make it to the end of the race.
It's his race to lose at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
Batterby does have it down to 2.3. He's going to need to put together some good laps here.
Praise the Rum slowly catching up to Graham. He's 1.5 seconds behind him.
A good showing from Praise the Rum. He's one of the newer guys that we haven't been able to see run yet, and a P7 is a good result here.
That's right where he qualified too, so I think as long as he can hold this, he'll be happy, but if he can catch up to Graham and take P6, that would be even better.
Batterby has it down to 1.9 going into lap 31.
Oh, he's going to be doing everything he can.
On these softs, he's gonna push it here.
Mind you, he's also fallen down 2 positions by here too. He qualified in P2, so he's going to be trying his best to take that back. Mind you, P2 will be out of reach, but Jonathan is definitely going to be his target.
And just to mention, we don't dive into the penalties while we're racing, so we don't know where these guys are at with corner cutting penalties. I know I've seen Dunk with a couple penalties that might come into play.
Right.
Bucks takes the fastest lap with a 1:17.7 on those mediums.
Praise the Rum and Graham really going to be going at it shortly with a battle for P6.
Ooh, with DRS, let's see. Hard break.
Just
Good
not
exit
enough.
out of here. Both cars get out of that turn fine.
Really doing everything to break as late as he can. Oh, I think this might be close.
Here we go with DRS.
Coming up to the final
He's
lap.
going to have to make this stick. Is he going to go on the inside?
It's now or never.
He has no ERS
He
whatsoever.
goes for the inside. Does he get the overtake into turn 1?
Ooh, leaves a little room.
Oh, Graham has spun.
Oh, no.
I'm
that's
curious if
tough
they
to
made
see.
contact or not.
Yikes.
Batterby still 2.4 seconds back from Jonathan in P3. He's fallen
Praise the
back
Rum
quite a
did
bit.
Praise the Rum did get pretty lucky there because he had absolutely no ERS left. He was at 0% trying to make that pass.
He was going off of pure draft and DRS right there.
Now, does Graham have any damage? Let's try and get a glimpse of his wing. Oh, he's missing a front left wing plate. So he does have some damage on that front wing. But he has a 42-second gap, so his 7th place should be safe. And Batterby has 3/4 of a lap to make this work. He's back 2.4 seconds as it is.
He needs to hope that Jonathan spins or something. 'Cause that's quite a gap to make up within the final lap.
In one lap, yeah.
Bucks
Does have ERS, but
Bucks 13.8, 14 seconds ahead of Chatty Duck. Secures
Dunk also has
P1.
enough ERS as well. So that's gonna be tough. Great race by Bucks. I mean, he was fast. He was fast from qualifying, practice qualifying, and just made it happen here.
Yeah, very good. managed to qualify in P1 and keep it towards the end of the race.
Chatty Duck's able to take P2. Jonathan Dunk's going to come around, take P3.
With Batterby. Batterby takes P3. Jonathan Dunk had penalties.
Oh, wow, those penalties did come into factor.
So he does get that podium he was talking about.
Wow, we're going to have to hear about that in a Discord.
Oh, we will hear about it.
JPR stays down in P5. Praise to Rum P6. Let's see where Graham ends up at. He should be safe at P7.
Doing some
Swerves
victory
by
swerves.
the pit wall just to say what's up.
And that is preseason testing at Barcelona. Bucks takes P1.
Bags 241 takes driver of the day. Congrats on that.
Oh, somebody doesn't have a head.
And we have a headless driver. That must be Batterby. Batterby has literally lost his head in this race.
Wow, lots of penalties handed out. We got Chatty Duck in P1. Or Bucks in P1 with no penalties.
Bucks ran a clean race.
Bucks ran a clean race and ended with fastest lap too, so good on him.
Bags and T-Wizzle without penalties as well. T-Wizzle was P11 2 laps back, but no penalties. Well, all in all, that was a good race. It was good to see all these new guys out here. Really no incidents to talk about. Everyone respected everyone else's space, and
I definitely liked what I saw.
it was good.
That was some good clean racing. Everyone left room. There's the odd spin, but that's to be expected. Congrats to
It
Bucks.
happens, you know, it's winter training, you know, it's cold out.
We still have another session of preseason testing next weekend too.
And have we decided what track this is going to be?
I don't believe so. That's to be determined. It'll be announced on the Discord and likely on our Facebook page too.
TBD. All right, Jacob. Well, that was a good time. Thanks for joining me here on Pit Lane.
Yeah, thanks for commentating with me. It was fun. Good race, everyone. Congrats to Bucks on the win, and we will see you guys next weekend.